Hello everyone, welcome you to our channel eFunda for our today's topic Flow Engineering Guide Mass Flow Measurement Part 6b. As we have already created previous videos on topics of Flow Engineering Guide Basic Introduction, Flow Engineering Guide Volumetric Flow Measurement, and today we are starting with a new part. If you are not seen our previous videos, please visit to our channel eFunda and let's watch complete video so as to have a continuity in technical information sharing. If you are new to our channel, then please subscribe to our channel to get latest updates on various uploads of new videos. Let's begin with our today's topic. In today's video, we are covering the topic of flow engineering guide, mass flow measurement. Today, we will see mass flow measurement, types of mass flow measurement and their operation and working. Method for flow measurement, that is mass flow measurement. Mass flow rate is nothing but a measuring mass of the substances. Mass flow is equals to density multiplied by velocity of the fluid passing through pipe and multiplied by area of cross section of the pipe, where m is denoted as a mass flow rate, a is the cross sectional area and v is the average fluid velocity. As we have seen in a volumetric flow, straight length is required and it's a mandatory so as to have a correct reading. Here in case of mass flow measurement, such requirement is not particularly required, that is straight length upstream and downstream is not required. Now moving on to the working of the flow meter. As a mass flow meter is also known as an inferential flow meter. Mass flow meter is a device that measures mass flow rate of a flowing stream or a fluid passing through the tube. The mass flow rate is the mass of the fluid passing a fixed point per unit time. The mass flow meter does not measure volume per unit time. Example, cubic meter per second. Passing through the device, it measures mass per unit time. That is kilogram per second flowing through the devices. There are various types of mass flow measurement. Today we are going to see the mass type, that is a direct measurement of mass flow with the help of Coriolis mass flow meter and thermal mass flow meter. Moving on to the next slide, we will see operation and the details of Coriolis mass flow meter. Coriolis mass flow meter. Coriolis flow meter operation is based on the natural phenomena called the Coriolis effect. In this meter unit, one can see in a figure that liquid passes through a U-shaped tube which vibrates in a angular harmonic oscillations. The Coriolis forces will then deform the tube and further a vibration components get added to already oscillating tubes. This added vibration element result in a phase shift or a twist in the few parts of the tube. This resulting phase shift, which is directly proportional to the liquid mass flow rate, is measured with the help of sensor. One can see in the arrangement when the oscillation motions are applied in a single tube, then the tube oscillations are started and forces acting on the tube as a result of this fluid movement which we have already seen. The complete loop is twisted by an amount that is directly or linearly to the mass flow rate of the fluid. This is how the Coriolis mass flow meter works. Direct measurement of mass, hence not required to adjust against any variation in the liquid properties. The flow is guided into U-shaped tube. When an oscillation excitation force is applied to the tube which causes the vibration, then the fluid flowing through the tube will induce a rotation or a twist to the tube and acting in opposite directions on either side of the applied forces, that is F is equals to m by a. Measures the acceleration caused by vibration by moving fluid at the center. Amount of twist is proportional to the mass flow rate of the liquid passing through the tubes. Material of construction, that is MOC, available in stainless steel and Hastelloy material. Advantages of mass flow meter: it measures the mass flow rate directly, which eliminates the need to compensate for any changing in the temperature, viscosity and pressure conditions. No Reynolds number restrictions are required with the Coriolis flow meter. They are also not affected by deformation in the velocity profile. Most importantly, accuracy, typically in the range of 2%, and no straight meter run requirement for Coriolis mass flow meter requirement compared to the volumetric flow measurement technique. And these meters are available in sizes up to 6-inch pipe, and this is how the total Coriolis meter design and their considerations are done while selecting the measurement of mass flow meter with the help of Coriolis meter. As we have seen working and design consideration, now moving on to the cautions related to this Coriolis mass flow meter. High viscosity fluid increases pressure across, that is a delta pressure across the flow meter. Liquid flow, make sure the flow meter is completely filled of the liquid while in the operation. Especially careful when measuring gas or vapor flow with this meter. Attention to installation, that is a pipe vibration, which can impact the accuracy of this meter. This is how the cautions are to be taken care while designing of this mass flow measurement with the help of Coriolis technique. Now we are concluding on our today's topic. Hope this video will help you to understand the mass flow measurement by Coriolis flow meter measurement, and stay tuned and keep watching our channel eFunda to get latest updates and reviews on the various subjects. If you are new to our channel, please visit our channel and watch all our technical videos related to engineering, where we have covered oil and gas engineering and their associated instrumentation as well as the flow engineering guide. And if you are new, then please subscribe to our channel to get latest update, and don't forget to press bell icon. Thank you.